This is my black belt. I started karate with a white belt, and it took me many years, months, days, and hours to achieve the rank of a third dan black belt. It was a great achievement for me, but when I was progressing to the different levels, I kept asking my Grandmaster if I could learn new and more sophisticated techniques. And my Grandmaster said to me, refine your techniques and go back to your basics. I later realized what he meant, and that we shouldn't go two at once when your basics and foundation are not strong enough. And I thought, wow, what an important concept that was. And that idea alone changed the way I looked at life. These little concepts were so incredible that they taught me not to search for the exotic until you search for the fundamentals of life. I was always very keen to learn and explore new and advanced techniques. I wanted to explore different Japanese martial arts, including Aikido. In the practice of traditional martial arts, members of one school of art are usually forbidden to learn or go to another school of martial arts. And when I proposed this idea to my Grandmaster, he said, go ahead, go and learn the other art. I saw this as an opportunity to improve myself and to see things from a different point of view. So I thought that when I joined the school of Aikido, I would still be a third dan black belt. But I was told that I could not transfer my current rank of a third dan black belt over. Instead, I was told that I had to start all over again as a white belt. At that point of time, my ego kicked in because it was a collection of things that I was associated with. I thought, I'm not going to do with that. Why should I give up my pride and achievements? But instead, I had no choice but to give up what I had achieved all this while and start from zero once again if I wanted to learn something new. It was a huge decision that I had to make, where I had to strip my black belt and start once over again as a white belt. I made the decision to do so and began to learn this new art of Aikido. And as I progressed, I obtained my black belt once again and progressed towards becoming a third degree black belt holder in Aikido. As I went through this process, something amazing happened. I discovered that it was not the art itself that I was learning, but rather me becoming one with the art. The form was no longer a form, but I took on the form to become the artist myself. You don't pursue the art, you become one with the art. That was a great realization that I had. And this was what Bruce Lee was trying to convey when he said,
empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
What Bruce Lee said was spot on. Here are some lessons that I discovered when I had to strip my black belt to become white belt once again. I had to let go of my ego for what I had achieved in life. One of the very first precepts that I learned in karate was, karate begins with courtesy and ends with courtesy. It taught me how to exercise respect and self-control. Most people don't realize this, but very often when we climb the ladder of success and achieve great things in life, the ego sets in. Their ego brings pride and arrogance. It's hard to let go for most people. The ego wants to possess more and more. It wants to become more and more powerful, and that is how the ego becomes a tyrant and dominates our life to an increasing extent. And when that happens, we destroy ourselves. Success isn't set in stone. Nothing stays on permanently. Life itself is temporary on earth. You can't just do all the hard work in the beginning and then expect your success to stand the test of time unchallenged. It doesn't work that way. As the old saying goes, that pride comes before a fall. We have seen the rise of the Persian, the Greek, and the Roman empires. We have seen the rise of governments, presidents, CEOs, and celebrities. Civilizations, governments, and people rise and they fall. But what matters is what you do about it when you fall. I personally believe in this principle. The higher you go in life, the humbler you become. You have to understand that you have no status and have no sense of realization that life has its ups and downs. You must be willing to take the blows in life and get up again all anew without any ego. And that is your true self. See, the downfall of the ego may take place in two ways. One, a beautiful, dignified way to accept things as they are, or a painful one that is full of suffering that will be the end of everything. Both ways will take you down to a path where you will learn the ultimate lesson of life, and one that you can either choose to grow or cease to grow. And most important is the process of taking things one step at a time. And that is how I got my black belt twice. Hey!